For me, a great idea is when the light comes on in your head. That's the beginning, your idea.
And ideas, it's about, wow, let's just think about that thing that comes to your mind.
Best ideas they come from nowhere, come on. They come from the ether. But they just tend to be this like thunderbolt that just comes and falls out of the sky, you know?
Come on, man, everybody has a great idea in their head. We all think we have the greatest idea. I know I do.
Well, what's a great idea? The toilet plunger is a great idea. The great idea, the toothpick was a great idea.
The golf club.
Korean tacos.
The personal computer.
The house.
Indoor plumbing.
I think that's a good one.
The condom.
I happen to think space travel's a great idea.
Pringles. I love Pringles, man.
Beer.
Brilliant.
Escalators. Awesome.
Tea bags. Another brilliant idea.
A great idea that comes from New Orleans is jazz.
You can feel it at exactly the moment that you see.
It just makes itself present.
Because I feel like good ideas and bad ideas come from the same place. You know, it's pretty close. Like, it's a fine line between a really good idea and a really bad idea. And, you know, they come from a need for something, whether it's a solution or an expression.
I don't trust my own instinct around what a great idea is. I think I have a great idea. It's not until I tell you and you say, that's a fucking great idea, that I know that it's a great idea.
Once you've got the kind of an essence of an idea, I think you just need to put it up, step away from it and look at it for a while and add to it and sort of build around it.
But great ideas tend to, be, you know, they're chameleons. They change with their environment and they grow.
Utilities like Twitter and Facebook, they're just an idea that other people are building on. You have to have something that is a platform for people to build on.
That when you have a good idea, you share it, and all of a sudden that idea gets better, and people start piling on, and they pass it on, and they rub it and polish it, and next thing you know, the germ's there of what the idea was, but it's now bigger and badder.
Great ideas are those that become reality.
I think you've had a lot of great ideas.
No, so have you. No, I've had a lot of great ideas that just weren't great, and they didn't go anywhere.
Action is the fundamental key to all success. So you can have an idea, but if you just put it in your drawer or something, and it's going to stay there. But if you do something about it, then it's going to be a great idea.
If it's not executed brilliantly, it's not going to be great. It'll be good.
Obviously, you can't have great execution without a great idea, but you can't have a great idea that will resonate unless it's well thought out and brought to life in the right way.
To create and stimulate a place where ideas has a fertile, I don't know the word in English, but that can grow.
The best thing to suggest about a creative environment is just loosening it up.
You see great ideas that are just never executed on, or then down the road you're like, oh, I already thought of that. Why didn't I do that? Well, because you didn't.
And a great idea that meets a human need will add value to someone's life. And so brands have that responsibility, because otherwise they won't be able to execute their great ideas.
I think that brands in today's media landscape, brands have to think about, deeply think about what they add to the conversation and what they add to the community.
Brands can't just use crap content anymore. Like, you can't just pump out a message in a social media forum because people just would ignore it.
It's no longer effective to just buy media. You have to become a credible member of a community, and you have to add something to it.
As people look for ideas that are the next wave of things, it's up to understanding where people are going and what will resonate.
I think that they have to inspire cultural movements about them and belief about them, that they offer something of value or something fun that people want to experience.
Responsibility or not, I think that's secondary. If brands do something that they shouldn't be doing in the eyes of consumers, if there's a bullshit factor, then consumers will push that button. So I think there's a lot more onus on brands to get things right. In that regard, responsibility is important.
Probably what makes a great idea great is that it comes at the right time with the right resonance to people.
It was a great biography. It was by Picasso's wife, The Life of Picasso. And he always believed that a truly great idea was subversive. He never forgot that.
Something that makes people do something off the back of it, whether that's talk to someone else about the idea or whether it creates an action.
Often they do need to be potentially something a bit controversial.
Ideas that are simple, that everyone can participate in some fashion.
It's the opposite of tradition. It's the opposite of all that's safe. It's the opposite of what you know.
You can feel it at exactly the moment that you see.
Things that are great out there, you'll be overwhelmed at how quickly they succeed.
It's not actually going to scare somebody, but it's also going to, those are the things that, subversion is what changes the world.
A great idea is that one that really touched people.
What makes a great idea great is when you feel like the world has changed because of it.